face a partner. Face a partner. Face a partner. Face somebody. Look at one person. It might be a little tough to look at him a little bit, but look at him anyway. Put your right hand behind your back. Face somebody. Face a person. Face somebody. Face to face. Put your right hand behind your back. Now, when I say go, you're going to pull your hand out from behind your back and hold up any number between 1 and 5 on that hand. Alright, any number of fingers. If you got 6, you're going to have a section. Okay. You got it? So we're going to, you can't wait. When I say go, you put it out. And then put out any number between 1 and 5. You got me? Ready? We're going to see if we can come up to be 7 when y'all add the fingers together. Ready? Go. the tight bullet. Like when we were coming up, like she was talking about, when we came up, see, it was like we had rotary phones. Y'all don't know about the rotary phone. Y'all don't even know what that is. But now y'all got the cell phones. And the cell phone, when we came out, they were this big. You know what I'm saying? Them bad boys so big. And matter of fact, you had a bag phone. I had a presentation and everything, but I ain't got time for it. Had a bag phone and all that kind of stuff. Now, when you had all the technology, y'all got wireless phones that were wireless. But when we came up, you had to plug the phone up into the wall. And when you got a cord that might have been 4 foot long, you couldn't go nowhere. But when they came up with them 50, 100-foot cords, y'all remember what I'm talking about. You can go, you have to talk to you from the bathroom now. And then coming up in the day, it was thing, you got children, y'all know, you got children, you gonna say, well, you've been acting up and you've been showing that, so you're gonna get timed out. When I came out, it was called knockout. And so if we tell the child now to go take out the guy, like, Mom, what's up? Man, you tweaking, Mom, what's up? Man, you did that back in the day. When I came to, as I come on that bed, and I didn't know how I got there, and time had lapsed that I did not recall. That was a whole different situation. I told you, situation. So you got these folks that have different ways of doing things. So now when you have a younger generation or younger parent that see life a little differently than the older parent, then there's a conflict on how to raise the children. Yes. There's a problem. So when the child comes up now, based on the idealism of the current parent, based on grandmama and great-grandmama, it's a whole different situation. Yeah. So now there's a conflict on how we raise our children. So you got the old school say, y'all need to go stay behind. Yeah. And the young ones say, no, we don't need to do that because the studies have shown that this is man, why all that foolishness? Now, when we say we have resources, we got to try to find resources to help our children. The main resource that we have is you as a parent. That's the first resource that I'm going to go to. But now we have a conflict of how to parent children because they don't know how, they don't see how to raise the children in this generation. If I can get biblical with you for a moment, you cannot raise a Joshua generation with a Moses mentality. It just does not work. And some young folks, some way that gets into your mind to cause you to become conflictuous, that's a word today, and to cause you to become bullyish, that's another word. We're going to cut the bull. I didn't put that in my head. Did you like that right there? Somebody say, cut the bull. We can cut the bull out of the bull. Yeah, so y'all think about something else. Anywho, so young folks, I want to show you something, another way that gets into your mind to get you to start thinking the things you do, to think you're better than somebody else, because society puts in your mind what you think you should be and what you think your market should achieve. And what that thing is called, somebody say hip-hop. 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 How many of y'all heard hip-hop before? Hip-hop. Okay, how many of y'all never heard hip-hop? How many of y'all never learned? Okay, so hip-hop, I'm going quick now, because she already did that. Okay. Hip-hop was a dude named African Bambaataa back in the day. African Bambaataa was a dude, he was back in the 70s and stuff, and he saw this documentary of how this British army was trying to whoop this African nation. And when he saw that the African nation, Zulu tribe, had whooped the British army, it enthralled him. He was like, "Ooh, that's cool. I'm supposed to study on that." So he started studying about the Zulu nation and all that kind of stuff. And he came up with this thing called the Universal Zulu Nation. This is what hip hop actually began. So you see that little thing, fireball, all that kind of stuff going on. So all this stuff going on, and he started studying it, and he brought it back to the U.S. and started teaching young folks about this philosophy. Now, when he did that, we got this thing called, so he brought all these things and started, breakdancing came from, y'all heard of breakdancing? Yeah. That's what originated from that group called African Bambaataa. He started all that stuff. And and then when he started, it was a good thing to try to encourage young folks to do better and do like they're supposed to do. That's how it started. But then it started changing. Now it started talking about being positivities and everything. It started going about, now you have to go with old school. You remember old school hip hop? When they had chains and the warm-ups and hat stuff, and just you know what I'm saying? That's how it was back in the day. Now, but then it changed to something in the new generation. It started looking like you have to have this on the product before you can sell it. You're telling me I got to put parental control on some music? What in the world? With all this, what's really going on? gonna do? All this gonna do is make you want to know what's up. If I tell you, don't go behind that corner, that marker, that thing right there. You hadn't thought nothing about that white boy until I pointed to it. Then when I tell you not to go to it, guess what you want to do? I don't want to know what's back there. So you find yourself looking at everything, you touch the thing, well, it's real. It's moving. You know, you got the push, all that kind of stuff. So we always, what happens in our generation now, we are telling our young folk, don't do it. Or you ain't going to. Or I'm not going to let. And then never sit down to explain to them why. So when they try to figure out why, guess who they're going to ask? They're going to ask another person the same age that don't know no more than they know and go tell them the same stupid stuff. Old folk call that you didn't be inflicted. You know what I'm saying? You know that's right, you up in there.
Yeah.
So they too long, they don't know nothing about that. You passed up and you just think, never mind. Y'all know this dude, right? I know this. I wouldn't intend on doing all this today. So I didn't pull this out real quick, so some of this stuff might be a little dated, but y'all still knew who they are. Now y'all know this dude right here, right? Y'all know Snoop. Snoop, one thing about hip hop is it talks to you about having self-image. So it changed about being good about things, but then it changed to a whole other different culture. The only thing that has to have permission to enter your mind is music. Music does not have to have permission to enter into your mind. If I can get spiritual with you for a second, it's because, like, for instance, when you're thinking, music goes into your head, and on top of that music is something called lyrics. And you'll always say, I don't listen to the words, I just listen to the beat. And guess what's going in with the beat? The words. All right, okay. Now, words are very important because bullying uses words. Or they cipher in front of each other, or whatever. Now, how do you get that before? So self-image is about how I'm supposed to look. So now what happens is when you start comparing yourself to somebody, either one or two things going to happen. You think you're better than them, or you think you're worse than them. Never compare yourself to what somebody else has, because what they got is not for you. You were seeing when you were born before it was it is, or what, or where, or when. You were called by your name for a certain time, for a certain place, for a certain reason. And because of that, when you are here, be the best you can be, because nobody else can be you but you. Am I making sense? Okay.
Yes.
And the little ball, that bring the little ball up there. It's in that, who's in that trailer there? Miss Mississippi. Miss Mississippi. Yeah. Bring that in. Here, let's go. Hold, stop right there for a second. Stop. Don't y'all look right there. Stop. Hold it down. Put it down. Put it down. All right. Now, look at another thing that changed is just the reason I had to do that. It's not really because the way we dress. Now, you look at all these right here. Now, y'all tell me something. What is this?
I don't know, Jesus. I ain't got no children.
Okay, I'm already. Okay, you see this here? What the world he finna do? Did he look like he could look at something under the collar? It's shit that makes you girl something. The reason we dress the way we dress is to be appealing to the opposite sex. But we ain't trying to get with them now, but we trying to be appealing to the opposite. Now, when you dress the way you dress, then you are giving a signal, whether you're male or female, to somebody else, and you saying, this is what I'm offering you. Now, just because, males, that they come to you like this here, does not mean you have a right to invade this.
Say it again. That's right.
Just because they come like this, ladies, does not mean you have to accept that. You don't have to accept the way they look. You are above that. Stop settling for something. When you lower your standards to be with somebody that don't care about you, that means you don't have any standards at all. When you're just standing alone. All right, I can answer that. Now, anyway, let's move. This is our idols now. Not Martin Luther King, not Rosa, not the rest of them, but these kind of folk, I know it's old school, I understand. Just believe it, I just pulled out a thing for me. But you get that idea. Our idols now, you compare them, are these folks right here that's in social media, in music, and everything else. And what are they portraying to you young folks? They're portraying it's okay to look like this in public. It's okay to look like this in public. It's all right, but then you don't understand what they're seeing, so you just tell them to stop doing it, but you need to understand, tell them why they need to do it. Okay, I got that. This right here is our female's mama. And the main thing is touch my body. You say, it's them fellas, they need to understand. They don't need to do that, that's their fault. They don't need to be coming. No. If you present yourself and say, you want to know how a male thinks? Ask a man. See, we are visual. We are imaginary. When you present to us like that, we're going to treat you like that. Because you telling me right here, touch my body. Not verbally. You don't notice when y'all change trying to get the attention of that one boy you like, you get the attention of everybody except the one you want to get. There's a conflict. There's a conflict between your thinking and your ethics or your morals. So you'll change who you are to be accepted by somebody that don't know you for who you are. You telling me when you get on that screen, on TikTok stuff, and you make the clap. And this ain't y'all clap. It don't even go tap tap. Don't some of y'all. When you go there doing it, and that boy sees you, you're telling him, I don't want you to look at what I am from here up. I want you to see how pretty my eyes are, how my smile brights up a room when I come in. I want you to notice my intelligence when I speak and say something. I want you to notice how I work with myself to make myself presentable, to look good for myself. All I want you to see is from here down. If anything, if he can't respect you from here up, let me tell you something. If you're blessed from here down, this is where the first start. But this right here is just the bonus. But if you say, well, now so he bullies you, because that's what I'm showing you, whether it's a male or a female, I'm showing you this, then you telling him, he says, look, I want you, no, that's this way you look at it. No, that's not where I am. You can step. No, if you love me, you'll do it. No, if you tell me you love me, you won't ask me that no more. And if you don't want to do that, boop, keep it to the curb. If you ain't got one, go down there and build one and then, boop, keep it to it. If you don't have it, go out to the Home Depot and catch it in the sale paper, pick up some lumber, some nails and stuff, and some super glue, and some the Gorilla Glue, and
That's a gorilla glue.
you can say you got to talk about what's going on. I don't give a. See, I can't even say the word. Now, you say these words now, because they're good in your mouth, but guess where you two them got it from? And you wonder why the first word that come out of their mouth is that. Even our family television shows now, this word is acceptable to say on family television. Now, when we came up there with that word, was not used. But now, because we all use it so much, these words are all in the schools, they're all in the churches, they're all in the crowd, they're all at the party, and you wonder why they do it. And you might want to check to see where did they get it from. Bullying is not always about being aggressive, but sometimes we bully our children for being having a different personality that's not meant for them to have. Oh, baby, give us a try. You know, I don't get my money. I ain't got time. I can't say it. First of all, y'all have to understand something. Sex is good. If it wasn't, everybody would be trying to get it. Come on, man. Y'all like y'all even that crazy. Sex is not the problem. It's who's doing it, when they're doing it, how they're doing it, who they're doing it with. That's the problem. But if we don't teach our children about sex, and we don't teach ourselves about sex, then how in the world you think they're going to understand about sex? Anyway, I ain't got time to talk about that. All right, now, music. I know where she goes.
You know she said you stop playing.
Look here. So what you need to do? Music influences much more than you think it does. Let me ask you, let me watch this. Y'all finish this. Some of y'all might not be able to do it, but the rest of y'all can. Y'all finish this little song phrase for me. The best part of waking up. Now how you know that?
My grandma used to play.
When y'all was listening to that, y'all went to the bathroom or go to the kitchen to get some milk cereal. Y'all don't listen to that song, but it's a way to enter into your mind that you heard so much that you know it. All right, I love you.
You love me. We're a happy family with a great big hug. From me to you. Won't you say you love me?
ahead. Who? Little rapper. Well, what is a soldier boy? Exactly. Now, this boy was about 14, 15 when he wrote it at the time. Mississippi boy. Now, let's look at soldier boy. Take the beat out of your head. I only want you to see what he said. Who the hell got that right?
You sure can say.
Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Do not put the beat in your head. Alright? First verse, soldier boy. Off in this. There are two versions of music. They have the radio version and they have the unsolicited version. What you always hear on the radio is the radio version. On the radio says soldier boy up in this. Oh! But y'all saw the real version saying soldier boy up in this.
Oh, my.
Y'all know y'all be sitting over here. Okay, I heard. Soldier boy. Now, watch it. Now, soldier boy of in this. Now, first of all, what a soldier boy is referring to a male genitalia. You don't believe me? Because y'all listen to the beat. Let me show you the music. I'm using this as an example to show you how your children be influenced and how you become bullies or get bullied or think that that's whatever. Watch this. Soldier boy up in this hole. Now, he said, watch me crank it, watch me roll. Watch me crank it, watch me roll. Superman there, it ain't no hope. Now watch this. You young ladies that are going around dancing and this fella and listen to this song, you just telling that boy that what he just said in that first phrase was that I put my soldier or my penis off in this hole. Watch me crank it and watch me roll.
Wow.
And then Superman, do you even know what Superman is? Superman is a sexual act. No, by Superman, y'all heard Superman. What's the most stipulated by Superman's outfit? Say it again? The cake. Now, when Superman flies, first of all, when he flies, what they do, when the male, what the believer said on the female, I gotta say sorry, not the little thing. Believer on the female, then they'll take the sheet and it'll be stuck to her, and when she stands up, it's like a cake. That's Superman. And another thing about Superman is, Superman flies like this,
Oh, my.
and he flies like this.
He rolls.
He flies like this, and he flies like this. He flies like this. He flies like
Did you
this.
know? Did you
What is
know?
this? What is this?
Did you
What does this mean?
About what?
What is this?
I mean, I knew the
It's
lyrics,
called
but I just
fisting.
never looked at it like
I
that.
ain't know.
I ain't gonna hold something I don't have now. Now, I wish I really did. Now, let me tell you something. You are a result of eternity, not time. And if it gets spiritual, God pulled you out of eternity and placed you in time for a time such as this. I don't care if there are 7 billion people on this earth, you're the only one like you. If this is earth in God's hand, out of 7 billion people, you're the only one like you on this earth. There's never been one like you before, there's not one like you now, and there will never ever be another one like you again. You might even have a twin, but that twin is not you. I don't care if you got hit behind in the backseat of a Studebaker or on the bleachers of a ball game. You are not a mistake. You were determined and you were destined to be here, regardless of what you think you are. When people make fun of you, thinking you ain't nobody, no. So when they make fun of you, how your feet look, how your hair looks, how your eyes might look crooked, whatever, you tell them they're not making fun of the creation. They're making fun of the creator.
Yes.
Because I'm the only one on this earth like me. And you're not going to make me feel like that. Just like that little skit while ago. That was not who you are determined to be. On this earth, there are 7 million people. You're the only one here. But when you are placed here, you are placed here to be a light.
Wow.
To shine this earth. Don't let anybody put your light out. Don't let anybody make you think you can't shine. Don't let anybody, I don't care what your past was, I don't care what you're going through right now. Don't let your future be delayed by the customer I don't apologize.